ignore the odds for tonight's race. Here we go. The favorite, Kyle Busch, sits at minus 110. Christopher Bell is plus 500. Corey Haim, the first regular, you see him there, plus 75. Tied with Christian Eckes. So there are your driver odds for Las Vegas. And we're getting closer and closer to racing out there in Nevada. You see just a little over 16 minutes to the command. The trucks are out on the grid. The energy and anticipation is picking up. We're going to give our race picks and a little bit more race down the other side of this break. Stay with us on FS1.
What is up?
Trucks are what you do.
What is up, motherfuckers and party people? How is everybody doing today? Is everybody ready for some truck racing from Las Vegas? Because I sure am. So, tonight it is very, very, very windy in Las Vegas, so I'm not sure if they have them right now, but I don't think that they're going to have, like, cameras on the roof, or, like, it's not going to be as full of a broadcast as, like, you would hope, because it's so fucking windy there.
Fancy feast, chef inspired, cat adored. Every silky broth, every impeccable pate, every delicious detail brings you and your cat.
Yeah, that's what Bob was saying earlier, was that there was going to be no cameras, like, on the roofs and shit.
Here's Charmin Ultra Strong.
My bottom's been saved.
With its diamond weave texture, Charmin Ultra Strong.
Who's winning tonight? I think Kyle wins tonight, but a little part of me wants to see Raja win. Just a little part of me wants to see that. I love Raja.
Never frozen dough, has 2 layers of cheese, toppings to the edge, and a crust.
But yeah, we might see like Jaden. Do you remember the Dust Bowl of 2016? The Las Vegas Sandstorm Dust Bowl. We might be seeing that again this week.
Like #1 chef dad cooking up a free hot breakfast for the entire family at a comfort hotel.
Mom made this.
I added the garnish. Stay twice and get a free night when you book direct. When you're the leader, disaster cleanup and restoration, how do you make like it never even happened?
Chester!
Be prepared for anything! Serve bros like it never even happened.
At Dots, ordinary pretzel just isn't enough, so they add savory seasoning and tempting buttery flavor into every delicious twist. Now that's enough to make you build an all-pretzel pantry. With a biometric security system. Dots, sensationally.
What are the stages for tonight? So the first stage is 30 laps. The second stage is also 30 laps. That'll end lap 60. And on the final 74 laps will be the final stage.
Skinny Pop. Enjoy endlessly.
I've been using Experian Boost to help raise my credit scores, but Experian Boost is even better because now my monthly insurance payments could help boost my scores too. It does it instantly and it's free. So get it through the Experian app.
The XFL and the United States Football League have announced plans to merge.
A move that ensures spring football is here to stay.
This is an iconic moment.
An excitement for fans all across the country. Let's ball out, baby! This will bring together 2 of the best spring leagues we've ever seen. It's a win for football and for fans.
The United Football League has arrived.
There's no doubt spring just got stronger.
The city of entertainment, the bright lights and glamour. Who will be the star of the show tonight?
It's showtime in Vegas.
It's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Sit back now, what's the tables turn
Nobody can knock us down, knock us down, knock us down. Nobody can knock us down, knock us down. No.
You know it's going to be dramatic.
We got trouble on the front stretch.
They're just so aggressive. Everybody's fired up for this one.
Knock us down, knock us down. No.
That'll get you fired up for Las Vegas, no doubt about it. Ty Dillon, he's ready to go, guys.
He's fired up for Vegas to turn things around.
He looks fired up.
He's relaxed, he's ready to go. What about Grant Enfinger, Tom?
Oh, Grant's always fired up. He's one of the most fired up.
Yeah, this is apparently the smallest truck field since before the pandemic.
So far this season.
He has his top 10 in points. Got his first pole last week. Keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling. Starting ninth for Daniel Dye. What about Stuart Freeze and your boy, Todd?
Stewart made a lot of changes in the offseason to his team.
Only 32 trucks in this race.
Starting spot. Go get him, Stewie.
There you
Mr.
go.
Chester.
That's Stuart Freeze. And what about our race picks, who we believe can be victorious?
How's your knee doing? Much better.
You get to do the honors
Much,
first.
much better.
You get first pick. What you say?
I feel like I can work, but Doc don't want me to work.
I like Christian Eckes.
There you go.
But I want to work.
They're fast on mile and a half.
Not right now, because I'm watching this, but like I want to work.
Starting second. All right. Okay, it's my turn. I get to go. I'm going with the guy we heard from earlier that we did a little track and field activities with, and that is Raja Cruz, the pole sitter.
Yeah, happens to have the fastest truck.
What
That
do you
works
think?
out too.
Yeah, what do you
Well,
say?
I can't say much because I'm going Kyle Busch.
Guys, look at this lighter.
Here, guys. You know
Isn't that
the thing
beautiful?
about
It's got
this, I didn't
Sheena
think I
on
would
it.
win the race. I think
Someone's
Kyle
It don't
Yeah,
work
that's
yet.
fair. Okay, we're getting closer.
It don't
and
work
closer
'cause,
to
like,
racing
there's
out there
no
at Las Vegas
fluid in it.
Motor Speedway. So of course now we have to send it trackside for the pre-race ceremonies.
For those that are willing and able, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as the Clark County Fire Department Honor Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to offer tonight's invocation, please welcome Motor Racing Outreach Chaplain Billy Malden.
Let's pray. Gracious God and Heavenly Father, we rise up tonight and pause to recognize your presence in our lives. We thank you for your goodness and your grace. Be with these drivers, teams, officials tonight. Watch over everybody. Let us all have a great night, a safe night of racing. As always, Father, we remember the men and women of our armed forces, first responders, as well as their families. We ask you to be with them, keep them safe. May your peace and your presence surround us all. It's in Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Here to sing our national anthem, a prominent fixture at Las Vegas sporting events and a former Miss Nevada. Please welcome Katie Kelly.
Oh, see, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Any Cup guys in this race tonight besides Kyle? Christopher Bell and Ty Dillon's not a Cup driver anymore. He's full time in trucks now. So Christopher Bell, Zane Smith is in the race tonight, and that's it, I think, for Cup guys. Kyle Busch, Zane Smith, and Christopher Bell.
Again to the voices in the booth and check in with Jamie Little.
Thank you so much, Caitlin, and we welcome you to the bright lights of Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the Victoria's Voice Foundation 200, presented by Westgate Resorts. And this is the Craftsman Truck Series, race number 3 of the season. And we're so happy to have you joining us on this Friday evening. Jamie Little, Phil Parsons, and Michael Waltrip. As you just heard them talking about in race day, the wind has been a factor all day long, Phil. It's not backing down. It's only getting worse. How is that going to play havoc on these racers tonight?
Well, we've had unprecedented wind. I don't ever remember it being as windy as it is right here. And I talked to a lot of the drivers and the crew chiefs in the garage after practice and qualifying. I said, "How's your truck?" "Well, it's really good down in
Today is Bob Pockrass's birthday.
12 miles an hour faster getting in turn 3.
Today is Bob Pockrass's birthday. That's a fucking holiday.
Going in turn 3. Some guys say the truck's tight. Some say it's numb. Some say it's loose. That's the key, getting through turn number 3. And the guy that does it best may end up in victory lane.
Well, it was interesting in qualifying. It was kind of a mixed bag. We always talk about the veterans prevailing at this racetrack, but it's the youngsters on the front row, the veterans right behind them, Mikey. So in the end, who prevails?
Great question, Jamie, and I'll tell you why that's such a good question. Just look at row 1. Christian Eckes, Roger Carruth, average age 22. Go to the second row, Stuart Friesen, Kyle Busch, average age 39.
Old guys.
So you've got the 2 different groups.
Who's Bob Pockrass again? Remind me. He's like the... He works for Fox Sports, but you don't usually see him on screen. He's more of like a Twitter guy. Like, he's like a social media reporter, and he does like, he just does updates throughout the week. He's probably the most helpful guy on Twitter. He's gotten me through so many like rainy race weekends and shit. Like, and he's a very nice guy too. I've met him before.
Really surprised you. I raced against Eckes in my garage one day up in North Carolina when he was 13 years old. I've known him that long, and here he is. He's only 23, but he seems like a veteran. What a solid front 2 rows we have.
What a day it was. Raja, big moment for him getting that first career pole. Well, we have 2 pit reporters covering everything for you tonight. We want to say hello to Amanda Busick and Josh Sims. You're up, Amanda.
They're out in the elements.
Michael was talking about how solid these front 2
the
rows
windy
are,
elements.
in the 4th position.
It's not that cold there, though.
Off of his 65th career victory in the Craftsman Truck Series, looking for number 5 here at his home.
Yeah, the round glasses guy.
On being the favorite tonight, he said, "Well, we wouldn't come here otherwise." He called Kyle Busch a generational talent and a future Hall of Famer. You know, he saw that tender moment in qualifying earlier as Rowdy was giving advice to Nick Sanchez, Rajah Caruth, and Chase Purdy, but it is race time, and that means this entire field knows that that's when Kyle Busch does what Kyle Busch does.
Yeah, Kyle's gonna win tonight.
Your points leader entering the night is the 18 truck of Tyler Ankrum. And I spoke to him earlier today, and he told me with the way they performed in the first 2 races of the season, his confidence is at an all-time high. Now, he went out there in practice and was the fastest out there, and then when it came to qualifying, he qualified 5th. Now, the big concern for him is he hasn't been as good as he's wanted here in Vegas. Just 1 top 10 in 7 starts here. So he said, "I did a ton of studying, and the biggest thing that helped him was watching the one Amanda was talking about, Kyle Busch." He told me Kyle is just so good at Vegas, and he hopes he picked up some pointers that can help him out here tonight.
Yeah, that's a great point, Josh. Earlier in qualifying, we showed Kyle Busch talking to about 4 youngsters, and we asked him, you know, what's he telling you? And he's given away his secrets. Not all of them, but certainly giving help, being a mentor. That's what Kyle Busch does. We'll see tonight if maybe it helps and maybe one of these youngsters gets the win. Let's now go trackside for the command to fire those engines.
Yeah, I got it. Las Vegas Motor Speedway, this is the moment you have all been waiting for. Are you ready to get the Victoria's Voice 200 presented by Westgate Resort started? Here to give the command to fire engines is Westgate Sports and Entertainment Vice President Judy Altamose.
Drivers, start your engine!
Engines are fired. So Lane Riggs is also getting sent to the rear. He was supposed to start in 21st, but he is getting sent to the rear. Spoiler issue following qualifying.
134 laps of action coming your way next.
When moderate to severe ulcerative colitis takes you off course, put it in check with Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
When I wanted to see results fast, Rinvoq delivered rapid symptom relief and helped leave bathroom urgency behind. Check.
When UC tried to slow me down, I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
And when UC caused damage, Rinvoq came through by visibly repairing my colon lining. Check. Rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission.
And a chance to visibly repair the colon lining. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin cancer. Death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Put UC in check and keep it there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
I am tradition, passed down from the families that race to the ones that watch us every weekend.
Mr. Chester.
I am meant to be passed down from one generation to the next. The only thing better than seeing a race.
Excuse me, Mr. Chester.
With someone.
We're coming. Our squad of vehicles, with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of our game. Bundle up. Toyota.
Tundra and Tacoma were each named Best Resale Value in their class by Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Chester, come here, buddy. Oh, Mr. Chester. Hello there, little guy.
Bring color to life with the very best paint. Only at Sherwin-Williams.
After 2 weeks of white-knuckle, high-speed pack racing, the Truck Series showed the future can be victorious at Daytona and reminded us why some things never change at Atlanta. With the beach state in our rear view, we set our eyes west to Sin City. The blitzing glam of the Strip has nothing on the Truck Series under the lights of Las Vegas. Will we have a new winner, or are we going to see a familiar face cash in? Who will hit the jackpot tonight?
Yes, Las Vegas, the entertainment capital.
I love you, buddy.
We are racing under the lights tonight. Can't wait to get started. We welcome you back. We talked a lot about Kyle Busch, but we have a few Cup stars invading the Truck Series tonight.
Corey Haim looks like Jesse Love a bit. Yeah, they kind of do look alike.
Is back in action, trying to pick up another win. See if he has something for Kyle.
Where's
Busch
Raja?
the field. There he is in the number 1 truck, starting back in the 14th spot. And Zane Smith, who's a rookie in the Cup Series full-time, 2022 Craftsman Truck Series champion. He's in the 91.
I didn't see Raja up front.
Zane Smith is starting 7th. New team for him, so adjusting to new people, new organization. Good to see Zane. He's planning on doing 4 truck races. This is the
Yeah, Raja's on the pole. That's. I love Raja.
It's windy. We covered that. That changes things quite a lot. 1.5 miles in length, and you can see the turns are variable banks. So you can run high or low. There's a lot of racing room out there. Turns 1 and 2 is really bumpy and rough down there. And then when you get over to turn 4 with that wind pushing on you, you're going to have your hands full. What a great layout, though. I love how they can race all over this racetrack.
Let's take a look at our race analysis. This race is 134 laps, 200 miles.
There's Raja. It took him a while. I don't know if his car wouldn't start, but it took him a while to get to the front of the grid.
The pit window is somewhere between 50 and 55 laps, and as we talked about before, our winner last year, Kyle Busch.
Heard a lot about the strategy in his pretty straightforward. They're going to pit at the end of each stage and then run as long as they can in that final stage. But how that might change is if there's a caution late and maybe some of the guys that aren't ready for points just forego those stage points. So a lot to cover here tonight.
Fuel is 49 to 53 laps. According to Bob, on here it said 50 to 55. I trust Bob.
Great qualifying effort for him.
This is my pick, Tyler Ankrum. I think he gets it done tonight. I love what he's been doing. Tom Majeski second to Kyle Busch at Atlanta.
Here's Zane back in row number 4 along with Nick Sanchez. What do you say we try to...
So, for the first 2 stages, they won't have to pit on the green, but if the final stage went green, then they would have to pit.
Yeah, I got me. We got you loud and clear. What a great start to the season. I know you're optimistic. Your sponsor announced this year that they got you for the whole season, and you go and put that thing on the pole. It's got to be good to be Rajah Caruth right now.
Hold on, I'll do my pit road.
We'll just let him do that and study. We don't want to be the people responsible for a problem, so I'm glad he just held us off there. They're going to go down pit road. This is the way they check their speed. They have what the number should be, but certainly how the tachometer relates to that number is very, very important.
We certainly don't want to interrupt that because we're talking about a 1/10 of a mile an hour will bust it. Rajah, sorry about that we messed with you while you were coming down pit road.
Yeah, no worries. But yeah, it's been a good start to the year, and really thankful for the support of Hendrick Cars and everybody, and see if we can have a good night tonight. Be at the end and learn all we can.
All right, buddy, you had a great start to the season. Keep it rolling.
Yes, sir.
Let's get final thoughts.
How calm did he sound?
Pretty calm.
Oh, I like that. But in about 5 minutes, he's not going to be that way at all. We're going to go nuts when they throw the green flag.
Sounds cool, calm, and collected for now. We'll follow along. Let's get our final reports for the night. Amanda, you're up first.
Well, Jamie, as you slightly mentioned, look at that 91 truck housing.
Okay, so it appears that they do have roof cameras and, like, full broadcast. Apparently for, like, qualifying they didn't, but... I mean, the winds are crazy there.
He knows that he doesn't have to have the strategy that he had to play last year needing points. He can run the same strategy as Kyle. They're going to look to get in front of Rowdy, giving him the dirty air as they move through this race. Josh?
Well, Amanda, all you can ask for is a chance to be in it, to win it at the end. And that's been the case for the 17 of Taylor Gray, coming off a top 5 finish at Atlanta. And if it weren't for a late race flip, he would have had another top 5 finish at Daytona. Now, I talked to Taylor earlier today, and while he's a confident, he told me he's surprised with how they fired off this season. He said that's just a testament to the guys around him on the team and his new crew chief, Jeff Hensey, who said is absolutely incredible in helping him get up to speed. Now, this is his first truck race at Vegas, but he said the truck was great in practice, didn't qualify the way they wanted, but he's confident that they can be around once again at the end.
Want to hop on board a couple of these trucks and see some of the shots we're going to get? Daniel Dye, Race to Stop Suicide onboard camera.
Brings us the best shots every race.
An initiative that he's really proud to be a part of and spread the word of. Last week we were on board with a truck fell out of the sky right in his lap down in a couple weeks ago down in Daytona. So hopefully we just see some clean green racing tonight out Daniel's truck.
We're also going to ride along with Corey Heim. This is a Safe Life Toyota, a very uncharacteristic 25th place qualifying effort for Corey Heim. You know he's going to move towards the front. He'd be fun to watch.
You know what?
Let's listen in on the 9, Grant Enfinger.
Well, guys, thank y'all for building that beautiful brand new track and for all the time and energy and effort and hours y'all been putting in. Let's be ready for anything. Just take everything I give us and be in contention there at the end.
I like the pep talk. Grant Enfinger confident. He's a former winner here, one of 4 former winners in the field.
I know you talked about Christopher Bell's 14th starting position. That's the best of the Tricon Toyotas. That'll be a story we're going to follow. Are those Toyotas set up to run in race conditions? Maybe that's why they didn't qualify good.
That's what the talk in the garage was. They felt like they would be really good come race time.
I feel like we've had that talk before. Just a couple of weeks ago in Daytona, and they came when it was time to race. They moved to the front.
Alrighty, here we go.
Never led the field to green on a start or a restart, Michael. What a moment for him right now.
I bet that heart's starting to beat a little bit quicker right now.
And
Toyota Tundra is on pit road. Rajah Caruth, Christian Eckes.
green flags in the air. We are racing from Las Vegas.
We are racing at Las Vegas. Kenosha took the outside. Kyle Busch, he wants to get around quick.
Yeah, that's a teammate for Raj. Kyle Busch is a teammate now at Inspire Motorsports.
Kyle on that number 7 on the outside. Look, Ty Majeski.
Big push from Stuart Friesen. Got Eckes down into turn 3, and he's going to take the lead.
It's so fun. Look at him fanning out already. They come out at turn 4.
Oh, somebody really out of shape.
Yeah, I think that was Ben Rhodes there in that orange truck, Kubota. Look at that mess. There's the one truck. He's the one I'm going to have.
So Eckes took the lead there early.
Was that Ben Rhodes you were talking about being out of shape, and he makes a 3-wide pass on the outside?
Going forward, passing Christopher Bell right now. Full steam ahead. Meanwhile, Christian Eckes leads that first lap.
Just crazy disparity of speed going in turn 1 versus going in turn 3. We saw 12 miles an hour during practice and qualifying.
That was incredible. We were riding on board, I believe it was with Corey Heim, into turn 3, Michael, and you just took us aboard what the wind is doing as they head down the track into turn 3.
Oh, caution's out.
41 goes around. That's Bailey Curry. Caution is out for the first time.
Chester.
Of these other competitors to avoid him.
You ready to take the bets out, Vaughn? Clear to
Take that for Bailey Curry. Remember, he was the one last week. He lost part of his roof in the middle of the race, flew off.
He's running in the 12th spot, so he's running halfway decent.
A lot of action right there in the just outside the top 10. Damage to the
Chester.
tailgate of that 41 truck for Curry. See if we can catch what happens here.
He's on the inside of Matt Crafton. That's Matt in the yellow, number 88.
He lose the
Chase Purdy right ahead of him in the 77.
just trying to make the move on the 77 of Purdy and just cranked her a little bit too hard to the left and around the wind.
Was that Ben Rhodes, the 99, that just barely missed him?
It's been an eventful 3 laps. There's been a lot go on in Ben's.
Watch.
That we know how loose. Ooh, that is him coming through the smoke. That's Ben Rhodes, that orange and black truck.
Well, you said it, Michael. Or Phil, one of you said, you know, great heads-up driving by the rest of the competitors.
See if we can get an onboard look or 2 at this. Corey Hine. Spin's going to be.
no. He needs it up on exit. Back her down, back it down, back it down, back it down to the bottom.
You got to know Daniel Dye was around, right? He's going to have us a good view of this. Here it is.
He's right behind Corey Hine. That's Corey, that red truck right ahead of him.
Where'd you say Corey started?
Check out here. Get down.
Starts at 25th. Daniel inside the top 10, and Corey's moving. He's made some moves. Daniel's falling back a little bit, but Hines up inside the top 15.
That's amazing. We knew he would be good. Very uncharacteristic qualifying effort for Corey.
Caution out for Bailey Curry after this incident. They'll work on that truck, try to get back out. Christian Eckes leads.
Wait, what? Yeah, I knew that.
Reese's eggs are back, and we hit them somewhere you'll never find. Psych! We put them everywhere. Grocery stores and supermarkets, gas stations, and chiropractors' offices, bowling alleys and grocery stores, which we already mentioned. Reese's.
Life moves pretty fast, so you need a car you can count on. At Enterprise, we take care of our cars before you take one home. That's the joy of buying with confidence. Enterprise, for lives in drive.
So, what'd you get?
2 Nashville hot tenders and 3 Mandarin orange tenders.
Nice. What about you?
3 classic tenders.
4 big butterfly shrimp, 4 of a kind. I win.
Oh, okay. Is it always a competition?
I am the shrimp bot.
Welcome to the most anticipated event of the year. He's ready to go. You're ruining the show.
An all-new season of The Masked Singer, Wednesday on Fox.
The
extra twinkle, that extra swagger. Feeling healthy by leaps and bounds. Making a dinner that makes their whole day, and giving your best friend the best nutrients for their best life. Science did that.
Helping families through difficult times has been my family's passion for over 100 years. I'm so proud to see my son and grandson continue serving Central New York families.
Providing funeral and cremation services, we will continue to work within your budget. We will create the perfect celebration of your loved one's life. I am honored to be the 5th generation of heroes, being taught to always go above and beyond families' expectations. Thomas James Hero Jr. Funeral Home. We treat you like a member of our family.
Welcome back to a windy but beautiful night here in Las Vegas. Temperatures have been very nice, very comfortable. Just the wind has been relentless.
Talked to the spotters up on the roof. They said it's very aggravating. Yeah.
It's non-stop. 5 laps in. It's already been eventful. Caution is out for Bailey Curry, who went around. Christian Eckes is the leader. Let's get an update, Amanda.
Daytona winner Nick Sanchez just relayed over to his team that the track is way too dirty. He was trying to move up into the higher grooves and said that it was just not a good idea and said, I am not doing that again.
But we've seen, I talked about trucks all over this racetrack, and we have seen some guys make some big moves, like Ben Rhodes through 1 and 2 up high. So the wind,
you can just see like how windy it is just by how much the camera is like shaking.
Nick says it's a little bit too slippery for him.
And now that we've started the race, that'll be cleaned off if somebody runs up there fairly quickly.
What an eventful start of the race it's been for Ben Rhodes. Watch this, Daniel Dye gets
red flag
here, slides up in front of Ben.
Just kisses the outside wall. We speculated that somebody.
I'm not sure. Is that a
wall? It looked like it was Daniel, just ever so slightly.
Got a report on Daniel's radio that he's having trouble with the truck jumping out of.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, we didn't see
a
it
glitch
during our qualifying show, but he had trouble getting off pit road. We mentioned that he had trouble getting off pit road. I talked to him in the garage, and he said that it jumped out of first gear, so he may be having transmission issues.
Let's hear what Tyler Ankrum and the 18 team are saying.
Having issues with the starter again. We're not going to be a few miles of race. I wouldn't even shut it off unless you need it for cooling, you know? Yeah, it's not wanting to turn off, and it's also not wanting to turn back on every once in a while.
That
Yeah, leave it alone. Yeah, leave it alone. Leave that switch
It's the best news he could get, right? It's not going to be a fuel mileage race until it is.
Yeah,
but
we
right
know it's
now.
not for the first 2 stages, but after that, it may be.
All right, here we go. Once again, Christian Eckes, the leader. Kyle Busch on the front row.
Green flag.
Wheel spin there for Kyle Busch gives Eckes the advantage. Roger Caruth right on the tailgate of Kyle. It's going to be a big push.
Look at them fan out 3 wide. Talk about how crazy the restarts are here. Some say they're scary, some say they're fun. I think everybody's a little mixed bag as they head down the backstretch.
And that push by Raja.
How about Majeski, the 98, making it 3 wide?
Kyle Busch takes the lead. Christian Eckes settles back into second. Ty Majeski, as you mentioned, that great run. And our pole sitter back and forth.
3 wide back, about racing for 6th or 7th for a moment.
Look at that.
There's Zane Smith in the 91, making up some time up to the 8th spot.
Is that Corey Heim, the 11, just outside the top 10?
It is.
Starting 25th.
Strong run early.
Big mover. That was the question. How are these trucks going to race? The Toyotas didn't really show up in qualifying. Friesen had the best effort in the top 10.
There goes another Toyota.
Yeah.
Christopher Bell really fast. All the way down to the bottom, taking the shortcut was Zane Smith with that 91.
There's Stuart Friesen, we mentioned. First brand new truck that they've brought to the racetrack since Jimmy Villeneuve, his new crew chief, came aboard.
Looks pretty darn fast right now.
Changing direction. They're really optimistic about the future, but they said don't expect too much in these first couple of weeks. But that had a great qualifying effort earlier today.
Less than a mile and a half since 2022, a little over a year and a half ago. Guess how he did in that race?
I think he made it victory lane.
Victory lane.
Yes.
Great start for Stewie. I'll have to see that truck up front.
This is some great racing here. A lot of trucks running up front. Good battle here with Sanchez in the 2, Christopher Bell in the 1. That is a battle inside the top 10. And how about Corey Hines?
Time is on the move.
Move on the outside.
What does Boyer always say? High, wide, and handsome. Look at him coming through. Nick Sanchez in the 2. He was so strong here last year, but it was his first attempt. Made a lot of mistakes. A much better driver a year later. Very hopeful for tonight.
I'm not sure what Corey Hines' issue was qualifying, but whatever it was, it's gone away. As he now gets put in the middle by Christopher Bell.
And look at that move by Bell.
Nice move by Bell.
Trying to make a statement. Christopher Bell didn't spend a ton of time in the Truck Series, but he locked up the championship. Amassed quite a few wins in his time. We want to come back and play here in Vegas.
All 3 of our truck drivers that we talked about at the top of the show, they're all in the top 10 right now.
Majeski's right behind Bush, closing in him. Here comes the 18 of Ankrum. That's battle for 5th.
Ankrum was so good in practice. We talked about top of the show. Fastest in the 10 lap average, fastest in the 15 lap average, and fastest overall in practice.
Just so impressed with what Tyler Ankrum has done already. We've seen him race for multiple race teams throughout the years. And we talk a little bit about him here and there, but he doesn't have the success that he expects to have. And now all of a sudden, out of the box with this new team, it's really been impressive.
We talked to him at Daytona before they ever even got on the racetrack, and he was talking about how confident he was. Really has a great relationship with Mark Helm and his crew team. Really couldn't wait to get the season started. And he scored the most points in both races. Majeski goes to the lead.
Majeski on the move. Look at Raja Karut pushing.
There's Ty Majeski to the lead.
That's a teammate, by the way. We went back to the kids, getting all that advice from Kyle Busch on pit road earlier today. He's like, Kyle, let me try to use it on you. Kyle says, nope.
I believe Majeski's got the fastest truck right now. He's able to pull alongside Kyle. Can he close the door? I think he's going to do so.
Ty Majeski driving for Thor Sport to the lead he goes.
Joe Shear has a great setup in that 98 truck for Majeski. And how about Curve Records sponsoring that truck?
Let's get an update on Raja Karut, Josh.
And you guys are talking about the fact that before the race, that Raja Karut was learning a lot from Kyle Busch. Well, he's learning in race as well. The team asked him over the radio, are you seeing what Kyle is doing in turn 1 and 2? And then Raja just came back and said, I know, I see what he's doing. I'm taking note, but I'm also trying to save my stuff, guys.
Look who's coming.
What a race.
This is awesome. Stuart Friesen's trying to join this three-way battle for the lead.
Stewart has been so good here. I feel like every time we race at Las Vegas, he finishes in the top 10. Qualified third. We talked about that great effort. The big smile on his face after he was interviewed.
You think Tom Majeski thinks it's 2 against 1 right now? Every time he gets the move.
And he's right. It is 2 against 1.
Raja pulls up behind Kyle, gives him the advantage, but he continues to battle down on the bottom.
Talking to a couple of these kids in the garage earlier, Nick Sanchez included. I asked, what does Kyle do that you guys are impressed by? And they said the arrow blocking. He does it amazing. What exactly do they mean by that?
He just keeps everyone behind him. Even if they're side by side, he knows how to run whatever lane it takes is to keep those trucks behind him. It's more prevalent on speedways when we see people trying to manage both lanes and keep them behind them.
This 98's fast. I think it's just a matter of time.
What a battle up front. Kyle Busch is leading him. Majeski wants a piece of it. Caruth is right there. 19 laps in.
Right as the battle for the lead gets great.
See, Home Quote Explorer lets you easily compare home insurance options so you can get what you need without overpaying.
Yeah, we've spent a lot on this kitchen.
Oh yeah, really high-end stuff.
Sorry, that's our ghost.
Yeah, okay.
It's more annoying than anything.
Too bad there's mold behind the backsplash. Yep, there's mold.
Well then, let's see if we can save you some money with Progressive.
Guess how much I originally paid for this fireplace? $23. Materials and labor.
Just ignore him.
You got bamboozled.
Your pride and joy is measured in acres. Keep them looking their best with the Kubota lineup. Versatile sidekick utility vehicles. The #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience. Professional grade mowers for a professional cut. It's equipment built with one purpose: to get the job done right.
If you think the only thing that really matters
is how fast you can go, we want you.
Join us at Toyota Racing.
Inez, let me ask you. You're using Head and Shoulders, right?
Only when I see flakes. Then I switch back to my regular shampoo.
You should use it every wash. Otherwise, the flakes will come back.
He's right.
Is that Tiny Troy?
The ingredients in Head & Shoulders keep the microbes that cause flakes that big.
Microbes? Really?
They're always on your scalp. Little rascals. But good news. There's no itchiness, dryness, or flakes down here.
I love Tiny Troy and his tiny, gorgeous hair.
he's the best.
Make every wash count. Little help, please?
What if the promise of better work wasn't just something we dreamed about, but something we found? This might be the one. Or better yet,
No way!
something that found us.
I got the interview.
Domino's Perfect Combo includes 2 pizzas, 2 sides, and a 2-liter bottle of Coke. So we were asking real people how much they think all of this costs.
35, 45, 50.
$19.99. I'm about to order that when I get home. It's Domino's Perfect Combo, and it's all just $19.99.
A force to be reckoned with. No, not you, Saquon. Your business bank account with QuickBooks Money now earns 5% APY.
5% APY? That's new.
Yep, that's how you business differently.
Welcome back to the Victoria's Voice Foundation 200, presented by Westgate Resorts. Happy to have you joining us. What a race it has been. 111 laps to go. We're only 23 laps in, and we've got a lot to talk about, gentlemen.
It's been great battles, and we've seen Arrow make a difference where big push for Raja to Kyle Busch coming out in front for a while, but Kyle's getting the ball back now. As you see, Raja's got around him, as has Stuart Greason, and they're all chasing time adjustment.
Yeah, Kyle's back down to the 7th spot. Christopher Bell and Corey Heim. Corey Heim starting 25th is now up to the 6th spot.
And another one of those drivers started on the front row. Christian Eckes has fallen back to 12, so handling not to his liking. Let's get an update, Amanda.
Jamie, as we get closer to the end of stage 1, you are hearing drivers relay back to teams some issues that they're having with the truck. That one of the 19 is that it's just way too tight. This is a brand new truck for Christian Eckes and this team this year. They
What's up, Rick? How you doing?
Focus on the aero, focus on the suspension. When we talked in qualifying that this track evolves from day to night, and I expect that some of these issues may be just that.
It's just such a guessing game, man, and these teams have to just trust their data and trust their decision making, because the track is much different when the sun goes down.
And we get 20 minutes of practice. I mean, there's not a lot that they can do in that 20 minutes. There's some adjustments they can do, but no, not major adjustments like changing springs and things like that.
That's always the conundrum, right? Hey, guys, my truck's not right in practice. We need to fix that. No, hold on a second. It's going to be completely different tonight.
We're hearing Kyle Busch is complaining about this right front tire gone, and now he's talking about maybe that there's some sort
Yeah,
of an issue.
it seems like Kyle has an issue. He's been dropping back for multiple laps now.
Back to 7th.
This is a truck, 2 trucks that I'm going to really keep out. Talk about Ingram was my big win, but the 2 trucks behind them, those Toyotas, they didn't qualify.
Good, you. I'm doing pretty good. Just enjoying some truck racing from Vegas.
You will hear a lot more from Christopher Bell and Corey Heim before this night's over.
And another one of their teammates is back in the 8th spot, or up to the 8th spot, I should say, with Taylor Gray.
Taylor's having a strong run. Worried about those Tricon Toyotas in qualifying. I think they put all that concern behind them.
All those Tricon trucks are brand new. All the crew chiefs were like, this is the best we got, our latest and greatest. And then in qualifying, everybody's questioning, but they're coming to the front. This is sent into Kyle's radio.
Lost the nose.
That's interesting, because when you ask crew chiefs what they set up for at this track, they say we free up as this racetrack, as the race goes on. So we need to build in for adjusting for tight. But you hear these drivers saying they're tight already.
And a lot of that is wind.
What's this?
3 and 4. They get whatever direction your truck has to take. I think
Virtual reality experience.
Hey, time flies when you're having fun. We're already on the final lap of stage number 1.
Talking about having fun.
The fuck? I want to see how that works. Cause that's a little. Sounds cool, but I'm not. Don't even know what that looks like.
Time Majeski.
So Ty Majeski is going to come off and he's going to win the first stage.
Stuart Friesen back in third.
And Ty Majeski wins stage 1.
Las Vegas stage win in his first laps led at Las Vegas.
Raja continues his hot start of the year with following up his pole with a second place finish in the first stage.
Corey Heim starts back in 25th, gets some stage points. They're all chasing that man. That is one fast truck. And Ty Majeski, hang on. We'll have pit stops after this.
This is making you uncomfortable? Good. When you've got type 2 diabetes like me, you have up to 4 times greater risk of stroke, heart attack, or worse, death. Even meeting your A1C goal. Discomfort can help you act. I'm not trying to.
What's Kyle's issue? He's saying that the right front is gone. And he's just been dropping back for the last several laps or so. Are you watching, Jaden? Or? Yeah, but yeah, he's been dropping back for several laps. He was leading the race. And
What about you?
3 classic tenders.
4 butterfly shrimp. 4 of a kind, baby. I'll win.
Looks like somebody needs a new hand.
Wait.
Thanks for sharing.
Listen, I'm not the buffet, guys.
Students of any age, from any
he just showered.
Students in a new kind of classroom.
I don't think it'll be anything too big. I think just, he said the right front was gone, so hopefully it's just that. And then they get a new tire on there. This pit stop.
So in minds grow, opportunities follow.
Why did we choose Safelight? We were loading our SUV when Safelight came right to us, and we could see exactly when they'd arrive. With a replacement we could trust. That service the way we want it.
Safelight repair, Safelight replace. The chicken or the egg? The question isn't which came first. It's which comes.
You see the 3-way finish diecast set? No, I did not. But is it like a package together and they're like right on the finish line? That'd be really cool, actually. I would buy that.
Better than anyone else.
I'd be more inclined to buy it if Kyle had won, but I might still buy that if that's.
Win by breaking every rule.
You sent it to me.
Truck should be. So this truck month, what you should do is drive a Ram. Trucks are what we do.
Get 10% below MSRP for an average of $8,400 under MSRP on the purchase of select 2024 Ram Light Duty.
Yeah, you sent me what it was, but I don't. What does the actual
pizza
like pack look like?
That's not pizza.
That's right. It's not pizza. It's pizza. Only at KFC.
Yeah, I want to see a picture of it first.
Welcome back to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, live from Las Vegas. Fabulous Las Vegas. How has this... I mean, it's changed so much over the years. Every time we come
I
back,
can't wait to see what that set looks like.
The way they've got a football team. They've got so much going on. The Golden Knights, of course.
Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl was just here last month. That was incredible. Las Vegas did an incredible job hosting the Super Bowl, I may add.
There's our stage points from stage 1. That's Roger Caruth's best ever finish in a stage. And the thing I find interesting, Phil, the top 5 different organizations. I love that. That's so cool.
And you see no points for Christopher Bell, Kyle Busch. Of course, that's because they can't get points in the Truck Series. They're full-time in the Cup Series on Sunday. They're all coming down pit road. They're coming your way, Amanda.
We're going to take a look at the one of Christopher Bell. I was talking to his crew chief earlier today, Seth Smith. He said that Kyle Busch keeps
the NASCAR authentic, memorable moments.
Right tonight, and it starts right here on pit road. He was requesting some more rear gear added. This truck is going to be 4 tires for Christopher Bell, and then 4 Rowdy in the 7. But Josh, I think you have an update on the 71.
Yeah, let's start with the 98 of Ty Majeski, actually. And for him, he said it fired off really, really well. Got tight towards the end of the run.
That would be kind of cool.
Adjustments in his truck. As far as the 71 of Rajah, they want some adjustments. He said good 1 and 2, 3 and 4, a little free. So they made an air pressure adjustment.
It'd be cool if they made it like an accurate scale of how that finish was. But yeah, that's really cool.
Good to go.
What a mess. It cost a couple of drivers several spots on pit road.
Yeah, Kyle Busch back up to second.
Well, it pumps the whole team up. Great pit stop. gets him the lead.
See that? +1. Caruth back to where he started this race. The #1 spot. Kyle Busch, great job on pit road by his team. We're going to step aside quickly, but come back. Stage number 2 is up next.
When moderate to severe ulcerative colitis takes you off course, put it in check with Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
When I wanted to see results fast, Rinvoq delivered rapid symptom relief and helped leave bathroom urgency behind. Check.
When UC tried to slow me down, I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
And when UC caused damage, Rinvoq came through by visibly repairing my colon lining. Check. Rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission.
And a chance to visibly repair the colon lining. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Put UC in check and keep it there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
I was standing, you were there, two worlds collided, and they could never tear us apart.
The fuck is this commercial?
Pan pizza is Domino's best kept secret. It's handmade with fresh, never frozen dough, has 2 layers of cheese, toppings to the edge, and a crust that's golden and crispy. Well, consider the secret out. Order your favorite pan pizza or try it today for the first time at Domino's.
Christopher Bell to the rear for equipment interference.
The only thing that really matters
is how fast you can go. We want you.
Join us at Toyota Racing.
Hungry goats, drunken raccoons, driving dogs, and a partridge in a pear tree?
No.
The Animal Control season premiere this Wednesday on Fox.
The XFL and the USFL merged to create one powerful spring football league called the UFL. These players are going to play hard-nosed, passionate football. They're going to ball out. Spring football is here to stay.
The UFL season kicks off March 30th on Fox ABC.
The Victorious Voice Foundation promotes programs that bring awareness to drug addiction and overdoses, partnering with the largest school districts in Florida and Nevada. Victorious Voice Foundation has helped adopt educational programs around the topic of drug addiction and professional speakers for students and parents on life skills, purposeful living, and the reality behind addiction. To learn more, head to victoriousvoice.foundation.com.
See that truck on the outside, guys? That's Christopher Bell in the one truck.
drove that truck from 14th up in the top 5. Now he's going to go to the back and do it all over again.
Well, we saw Corey Heim start 25th.
He's going to get busted for equipment interference. Watch the right front tire as a tire changer takes it off. He tries to roll it towards pit road, but thing just wobbled a little bit and went off to the right, so that tire went in the next pit stall, and that's considered interference, and that's why he will have to go to the back for this restart.
Tough break for him.
There's Ty Dillon right ahead of him with the 25 truck. They were under the front of that truck with a couple of wrenches working on it. I'm not sure what the problem is with the 25, but he's got an issue as well.
Talked to the team right after practice and qualifying.
All right.
They were very optimistic.
Here we go.
Felt like they had something they could really race with. Still a long way to go in this race.
This will be a fun restart.
Green flag is in the air. We are underway in stage 2.
His teammate here on the outside. Really good restart for the 71. Time adjusting all over the back as they head into turn 1.
I think that's the second time we've seen a little bit of wheel spin on Kyle's truck. And that outside line.
Two worlds colliding.
Clear Majeski. We know how fast Majeski was at the start of this race on those fresher tires. Matt Crafton with the great pit stop. He's up there battling.
Look at the 11 of Corey Heim on the move once again, the biggest mover so far tonight.
Not much room there for that turn wide situation.
trucks all the same color too. About had each other's paint all over them.
I think we're a little bit hesitant to move way up the racetrack yet, Michael, until we get a little bit of rubber down. As we see Kyle Busch jump to the outside of Raja and a battle for the lead.
Battle for the lead as they head into turn 3.
That was actually
Side they go.
Raja's first laps led tonight. He did not lead the first lap.
Hold them off at the finish line here. Start
And at the line, it's Raja.
Watch Corey Heim. How does he decide to play this game? Is he just going to push Kyle or make it 3 wide?
He can dictate the leader or maybe try to take the lead on his own.
Great racing we see here tonight.
Corey Heim gets close to the bumper of Kyle Busch. Majeski was so strong in stage number 1, back there in 4th right now. And Matt Crafton in the 88, check him out.
His team did a great job on pit road, gained him several positions.
You talked, Jamie, during practice and qualifying. He's never won here at this racetrack. How many? 27
Oh,
starts?
for 27 here, and he's great on these 1.5-mile tracks, but it's just never been meant to be at Las Vegas.
3 second-place finishes. He's been close.
That's got to hurt even more.
Look at this battle all over the place from the lead.
Look at Raja Karuth hanging on to the lead. Kyle Busch behind him. Corey Heim, Ty Majeski, Matt Crafton, and the 2. Nick Sanchez has found his way back up into the top 5.
Chester!
Sanchez and Crafton back there fighting for that 5th spot. Karuth, first time in his career, he's led laps here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
This is a statement race. You know, we know how good he was at Daytona and how well he ran last week. But this race, it's just a different style of racing. And if you can run good here and be the leader, have a shot to win, you're going to be strong all year long.
Yeah, certainly this race is more indicative of all the races we're going to see this year as we watch Christopher Bell making his way back towards the front in that 1 truck.
Christopher Bell all over Brett Holmes back there for 21st position. I knew he was going to put on a show, so keep those cameras on him as he tries to make his way forward.
Connor Jones in the 66 trying to learn a thing or two from Christopher Bell as he races toward the front.
Truck right there, that's Lane Riggs. His qualifying time was disallowed, and he had to start at the back for a spoiler violation.
Not the start to the season that this young man, this rookie, wants to have.
Taylor Gray battling for the top 5.
The 18-year-old battling the wily veteran.
He drove that thing down in turn.
Did, and it stuck. That was fun to watch.
Ty Majeski's getting hot again, side by side with Kyle Busch.
Remember how strong Majeski was after a few laps. He was definitely the class of the field once they got a few laps on their tires.
Got that stage win for Majeski as makes up another spot. 44 of 134 laps here tonight.
Look at Matt Mills, that 42 truck.
Let's see where Bell goes here. They're side by side. Hello.
Excuse me, coming through.
Didn't need to take a right. He's still immersed in that big battle. Just working the bottom of the racetrack.
He's battle right inside the top.
It's been a really pretty good race so far for Truck Series standards. I mean, just an overall pretty good race, but I mean, the Truck Series, they've been just fucking shit up recently.
First time ever. Michael talked to him. What did he say?
I said, this looks kind of crazy. Are you nervous? He said, I think I am.
Not sure what to expect.
I said, you should be. Good job.
Let's get an update on the 11, John.
Yeah, we talked about how Corey Heim's been the biggest mover so far.
No, I don't think Raja goes to Cup next year. I think he moves up to Xfinity next year. But obviously that all just depends on performance. Which, I mean, it looks like he's performing pretty well, at least right now.
So we knew no matter where we start, we could be a player out there today. They made an air pressure adjustment at the end of stage 1.
I don't think he does the jump like Hocevar did, though.
Corey Heim is crew chief Scott Zipadelli. Magical pairing. Last year we saw what they were capable of. Won the regular season championship and came so close in the last race. We're going to step aside, but you won't miss a thing. We're going side by side with Raja Karuth up front.
ensure spring football is here to stay.
Either Aspire Xfinity car or the Hendrick 17, yeah. I think he would probably move to that Xfinity, like Hendrick 17 full-time. But also, I know that they like to like have that as like kind of a rotating ride.
It ain't my dad's razor, Dad.
Hey, watch it.
It's from Gillette Labs. This green bar releases trapped hairs from my face.
Game changer.
While the Flex This contours to it, so the 5 blades can get virtually every hair in one stroke for the ultimate Gillette shaving experience.
The best the man could get
Is Gillette Labs.
Wait, what? Yeah, I knew that.
You know, when I take the bike out like this, all my stresses just melt away.
I hear that. This bad boy can fix anything.
Yeah, tough day at work. Nice cruiser sorts you right out.
When I'm riding, I'm not even thinking about my painful cavity.
Oh, you shouldn't ignore
And
that.
every time I get stressed about having to pay my bills, I just hop on the bike, man.
Oh, come on, man. You gotta pay your bills.
You don't have to worry about anything when you're protected by America's #1 motorcycle insurer.
Well, you definitely do. Those things aren't related, so...
Whoa, that is a vibrating pain.
Honey.
NyQuil Severe Honey. Powerful cold and flu relief with a dreamy honey taste. NyQuil Honey. The honeylicious nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever, best sleep with a cold medicine.
Is this the start of a dynasty? A redemption?
Ty Majeski back to the lead here.
Is this the face of a ruthless competitor?
Got 9 to go in stage 2.
Is it time for a breakthrough? To get back to breaking stuff? Or is this the makings of the wildest ride you'll ever witness? It's all of the above, and it's about to go down. Any questions?
Well, you saw it on side-by-side. Ty Majeski to the lead once again. Raja Karuk back to second, battling with Corey Heim for that second spot. These 3 trucks have been solid all night.
Sure have. Kyle Busch now finds himself about a second half back. There he is right there in 4th spot.
Let's listen to what Majeski's team had to say.
I
didn't expect that radio at all, but that was pretty good.
When Joe told him there was something on his grill, he immediately calmed right down. His voice changed.
Is Johnny Sauter even racing the trucks anymore?
Sauter, longtime driver for the team, and sometimes it's very colorful
yes.
is what we'll say.
That radio button is a great vent. If you're having a bad time, you push that button, you feel like King Kong and tell them what all's going wrong with your truck.
The bad thing is now everybody knows what
That's right.
No, he's not racing in trucks anymore, but he did race the Daytona race.
During the week. That was great. Ty Majeski, very close.
Oh, he didn't even race last year.
As well.
Didn't even race much in 2022. Damn.
Watching this race right now.
What about Taylor Gray? He's closed right in on the tailgate of Kyle Busch, 18-year-old. One of the best.
I didn't even know he like retired or pretty much retired. Retired from full time.
It feels so good being able to race right along with Kyle Busch.
Remember, we started the year last year, and he wasn't old enough to race at Daytona.
That's right.
He hadn't turned 18 yet.
Kyle Busch, 65 wins. Taylor Gray waiting for his first win. This is his first full-time season. But we've seen him, Phil, running in the Arc of Nard series, and he's always a factor. Racked up some wins, and he jumps in and out of those cars. So to see what he's going to be able to do with this team full-time, Jeff Hensley, the veteran crew chief.
He's also going to some Xfinity races with Joe Gibbs Racing later on this year.
Yeah, oh, by the way, he'll be in that equipment. That'll be fun to see what he can do in the Xfinity series.
Obviously, very talented young man running along in the tire tracks of Kyle Busch.
And I love that. I mean, Kyle may maybe having some issues, but why not follow him and see how he handles this traffic, and see how he handles the issues that he's having.
But why not passing? So you can show him how much better you are.
Well, you know.
Saw that go sideways for Nick Sanchez here last year. He was battling with Kyle, and he's like, well, I feel like I'm better than him. Made the move and got in an accident. He didn't even get to finish the race.
Corey Heim going to make his way up into the second spot.
This battle for second has been going on since we stepped aside. Heim has yet to lead tonight. We've had 4 different leaders. Majeski's led 25 laps.
Kyle Busch just keeps falling off in the long run here.
Kyle Busch led 8 laps, and Christian Eckes 7 laps.
He's really fast at first, but
By where Corey Heim qualified. And now we're all clear on that, right?
They have no problem whatsoever.
Well, you heard the report. He was so confident. He knew what he had. He knew how they raced here last year. Not a factor to qualify back in 25th for him.
Only 2 laps to go until the end of this stage. Majeski may sweep the stages if he can hold on for another lap and a half.
We're talking about the hood of his truck. Dylan Scott, country music artist.
And we mentioned during practice and qualifying, Mike Curb, sponsor on this truck. Been around, this is 60 years for Mike Curb and Curb Records. Again, started a record company when he was 18 years old. And he's 60 years strong. Launched the career of so many artists. He does, his family foundation does so much. I was reading some of the stuff that they're involved with, and it's unbelievable. The list goes on and on.
alrighty. So in the final lap of stage 2, here comes Ty Majeski. Ty Majeski's gonna sweep the stages tonight, and he wins stage 2.
Stage winner for the second time tonight. Ty Majeski gets it done. Now he's won 2 stages ever at Las Vegas. And you mentioned it, Phil. His truck just gets better and better as they go along.
Yeah, those drivers behind him and teams are going to have to make some pretty serious adjustments if they're going to race with this guy. If he doesn't have any issues, he's going to be tough to beat.
Well, we heard Kyle Busch talk about how tight his truck was. It's all going down in Las Vegas on this Friday night. Tim Majeski, hang on and bring home the checkered flag. Stay with us.
Tail.
We've invited NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series drivers and their crew chiefs to get this 70% rounded bolt off of this box.
All right, we got a gear wrench one.
Open end, closed end, no luck.
Does not look very successful. No.
Got a new Craftsman.
Craftsman. Overdrive.
Hey.
And works like a charm. There we go.
That actually worked.
So, what'd you get?
2 Nashville hot tenders and 3 Mandarin orange tenders.
Doggy. What about you?
3 classic tenders.
4 big butterfly shrimp. 4 of a kind. I win.
Oh, okay. Is it always a competition?
I am the shrimp bot.
You're so much more than just a landowner. You're a gardener.
Christopher Bell washed Kyle Busch. Thought he was the GOAT. More like most rated of over time. Wow. Wow, Jaden.
Same goes for
I see your fucking thoughts.
Versatile, powerful, durable Kubota equipment. More goes into it, so you get more out of it.
I see your fucking thoughts,
What's my
Jaden.
Safe Light story? I see inspiration right through my glass. So when my windshield cracked, I chose Safe Light. They replaced the glass and recalibrated my safety system. That's service I can trust.
Safe Light repair, Safe Light replace.
The chicken or the egg? The question isn't which came first. It's which comes with butter. Duh.
What if the promise of better work wasn't just something we dreamed about, but something we found? This might be the one. Or better yet,
No way.
something that found us.
I got the interview.
You always got your mind on the green. Not you. You. Your business bank account with QuickBooks Money now earns 5% APY. That's how you business differently. Intuit QuickBooks.
What's up at DQ? 2 sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets. All white meat chicken in your choice of Wing Famous flavors like honey barbecue or new Parmesan garlic. Hurry in. Wing joint flavor is at DQ. DQ. Happy tastes good.
about a tip of the hat to our crew here at Fox Sports? It has been a long, long day. Dave Geller right there giving us the wave, bundled up. Andy Mitchell, hey Andy. Got our camera crews all around the crowd. Terry Ford, yes we do. Hold it down.
There's Sajak.
There's Drano. Hi guys.
Yeah, stand up, Drano.
Stand up. They're all tethered.
Braving
up
out the
there, guys.
wind.
Thank you for everything you do, and to hold those steady cameras. The wind gusts have been up to 45 miles an hour today.
Jeez.
Steady wind. All right, it's time for pit stops for the second time tonight, Amanda.
Jamie, with some of those gusts, we need a tether down here on pit road as well. You're going to see the two of Nick Sanchez pull into his pit box. Said he's really
Kyle Busch will win Sunday, damn right.
On that truck, it's going to be 4 tires and fuel for
That's what
Nick
I'm
Sanchez.
saying.
And as Rowdy pulls into his box, he had on the radio right at the end that this thing is bad. He's also been struggling with the front end 4 tires you can see on the 7. Josh?
For the 90-minute time to just be said.
Does Eric Almirola still race? Not in the Cup Series, but he's racing part-time for JGR and Xfinity. What are the races that he's running?
Just 4 tires of fuel.
I take it they got the debris off the 98's grill.
Yeah, I think he got it off himself.
That was great radio.
How about this? Is Taylor Gray? A great 3-wide battle coming down pit road.
We're 3 wide even on pit road tonight.
How about Kyle?
Oh, he is racing tomorrow, yes.
Out there first.
Eric Almirola is racing tomorrow.
He made a chassis adjustment.
I think he gained 6 spots on his first pit stop, 4 spots on this one.
Getting the job done. Time Majestic, Corey Heim, Raja Crew, Taylor Gray. It's been a night in Las Vegas. Stay tuned. Stage number 3 is coming up next.
Is this the start of a dynasty? Redemption tour.
Ready to go to work.
Is it time for a breakthrough? To get back to breaking stuff? Or is this the makings of the wildest ride you'll ever witness? It's all of the above, and it's about to go down.
This making you uncomfortable? Good. When you've got type 2 diabetes like me, you have up to 4 times greater risk of stroke, heart attack, or worse, death. Even when meeting your A1C goal, discomfort can help you out. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm empowering you to get real with your healthcare provider. Talk to them about lowering your risk of stroke, heart attack, or death.
The world is in constant motion, and you have places to go. Enterprise has more vehicles and locations than anyone, so you can get just the kind of vehicle you need, when and where you need it. Enterprise, for lives in drive.
The 3 for Me only at Chili's serves up bottomless drinks, bottomless chips and salsa, and a cheeseburger and fries for just $10.99. Good luck finding that delicious value in the drive-thru, cause you won't. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
You can find the source in person.
We'll get them. We're always doing the season premiere this Tuesday on the box.
At Honda, we think owning a vehicle should be stress-free. That's why we offer complimentary maintenance for 2 years or 24,000 miles with the Honda Service Pass program. Just enjoy the ride, knowing we cover routine items like oil changes, tire rotations, and multi-point inspections. Honda Service Pass, available to purchasers of all 2023 and newer Honda vehicles. Get yours today.
Race car and in life, unexpected turns can throw you off track. Whether you're navigating the business world or chasing your personal dreams, having the right team on your side is the difference between winning and losing. I'm Brandon Kidd, Syracuse native, pro race car driver, member of the Pinnacle team, where our passion fuels your journey to success.
All the action is right here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Vegas Motor Speedway for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. That was a look back at it 1 year ago when Kyle Busch drove to victory lane. Kyle Busch shown in the second spot, but Taylor Gray, the 18-year-old we're talking about, right up front. Hey guys, this plays right into our storylines. The veterans versus the inexperienced, they're all up front right now.
This is a huge restart for Taylor Gray. He's right up there on the front row, going to have Nick Sanchez behind him pushing.
Tyler Ankrum, the 18, let's listen to his radio.
But when I see things that we can polish, I got to tell you, so we get better, right? You get out of the box with more aggression. Be ready to go when it's time to go. You gave up like a half second getting out of the box there. Yeah, that's why I also lit up the tires too hard. Kept me in the box for another half a second.
I believe that was Eddie DeHaan.
Yeah, Spotter telling him what he can do better. It's always a learning process.
All right. Back green here for the final stage.
66 laps in. 69 laps to go. Taylor Gray on the inside. Kyle Busch on the outside.
Taylor Gray says, push me. And that's what Nick Sanchez is doing. That outside line is going to come through, though, it looks like.
It's the highest we've seen Nick Sanchez running as they go 3 wide. Nick Sanchez with a good push from Grant Enfinger.
Big push by Grant Enfinger.
Not good enough. Kyle Busch out front easily. Ty Majeski, stage 1, stage 2 winner, battling on the outside for second.
Oh, someone's in the wall. Caution's out. That's the 5.
Caution out for the 4th time tonight.
Dean Thompson.
Heavy damage to the right side of that 5 truck for Dean. Having a solid start to this night.
He made his way up into the top 10 at one point during this race.
Haven't had a lot of incidents tonight. The second one so far. Let's see what happened here. You see that black and blue number 5.
So he got a little bit loose right there.
He got a little looser there and just
never could catch up to it and then ran out of room.
These guys are running about 178 miles an hour, and for all those other competitors around him to save it.
Look at that mess.
Look
3
at that.
wide.
3 wide, trying to make it 4 wide.
He does a really nice job staying up against the wall, staying out of harm's way.
You see that happens right in front of Christopher Bell, and the one right there, he sees it happening. The 42 is all over his bumper, but he's able to keep it down.
Yeah, heads up by Matt Mills in that 42 truck to give Christopher Bell some room to hit the brakes.
Yeah, heavy damage, like you said, Michael.
Sorry, boys. Sorry, I'm not going to be there. I mean, I was just quick and free. I got up there and it just did its own thing.
That was an issue that Dean Thompson's been battling all day. He was very edgy during qualifying as well. Said that it was part wind, part truck, but it's his 50th career race today. And when I talked to him about that ahead of the race, he was all smiles and finding out that stat heading in here. And said it's been a learning experience, a growth experience, and I'm sure this one will be as well.
We had a good run going. Just lost it there, and that'll unfortunately take him out of contention for tonight. It's pretty severe damage. He was running 11th at the time of that impact.
Is anything more American than Chase Elliott at the American flag? Napa Auto Parts here at Las Vegas. A lot of fans enjoying this windy Friday night at the racetrack.
Great weekend of racing here. The trucks under the lights. We've got the Xfinity Series tomorrow. Of course, the Cup cars will be on track. 11 o'clock local, 2 o'clock Eastern. A lot more still to come. Kyle Busch leads. Ty Majeski here at Las Vegas with us. 66 laps left to go.
Aww, Chester. I love Chester.
A breakthrough, or is this the makings of the wildest ride you'll ever witness? Any questions?
Now she has her sights set on Pistol Pete's all-time NCAA scoring record in a revenge game against Ohio State. Sunday at 12:30 Eastern on Fox.
Don't blink, because you definitely don't want to miss this. It's NASCAR weekend right here in Austin. camping, dancing, and a whole lot of hooting and hollering. Racing's about to get weird, and Austin's about to get real. So break out those boots and get your tickets today. The Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix at Coda, March 22nd through 24th. Y'all in?
Good day, sir.
Oh, wait. You like Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Never, whatever with you.
It's a pepper thing.
Reese's eggs are back, and we hit them somewhere you'll never find. Psych! We put them everywhere. Grocery stores and supermarkets, gas stations, and chiropractors' offices, bowling alleys and grocery stores, which we already mentioned. Reese's.
Chester, come here.
Isn't pizza because it's made with crispy fried chicken?
I love my dog. My dog loves me. Chihuahua.
Well, you're right. It's not pizza. It's chizza. Only at KFC.
Tomorrow on FS1, the future stars of NASCAR take on 300 miles of speed and endurance. The Xfinity Series right here in Las Vegas. Catch every lap. That's tomorrow at 5 Eastern on FS1. I sat down with Corey, or Jesse Love, I should say, and talked about his season. 2 races in, 2 poles, led the most laps, led in both races. So you'll learn more about him on race day coming up tomorrow. And we welcome you back to Victoria's Voice Foundation. Glad to have you guys. Under the lights, there's nothing like it, right, guys? I mean, just the way the trucks light up, the sparks, the energy.
And about these races, and I mean, I've always loved watching these vehicles race at night.
Remember the first time we went to Charlotte in May to run the All-Star race under the lights? Never thought about being able to run a big track under the lights, and so much has changed since then. But there's one thing that hasn't changed, Jamie. Kyle Busch is in the front of the truck race. He's not had the fastest truck. In fact, he's fallen back outside of the top 5 on the longer runs. But it's pretty
Chevy has won every race this season, including truck and Xfinity. They didn't win the Clash or the duels, but they won the Daytona 500, Daytona truck race, Daytona Xfinity race, and all 3 races last week.
Taylor Gray starting up on the front row. He fell back to 5th. It was a learning experience. I'm sure he took things away from that restart that he can use on this one. We'll see if he's able to perform a little bit better.
How about this stat? The last time Kyle Busch didn't lead here in trucks was when he was 16 years old. And how old is he right now? 30?
38.
Yes, sir.
He's won races in this series in 19 years. 19 different years he's won races in this series.
By the way, just a reminder, he sold Kyle Busch Motorsports at the end of last season. Now he's driving for them. Spire Motorsports is the new owner, but these are the trucks that they built last year. Hey, Amanda.
Just on that, Jamie, Brian Patty was telling me that they really look forward to the feedback coming from Kyle Busch on these trucks that they'll use for the rest of the season. I said, how does that feedback go? And he said, well, the details are very thorough and intense when necessary.
I just love the doggy.
Guys were telling me that, they had a post-race meeting earlier this week from last
I love the
week.
doggy.
And again, Kyle Busch doesn't have any ownership of this team yet. He was in that meeting.
He doesn't hold back. We know that, whether you're the one holding a microphone or you're the one turning the wrenches on his truck. He'll let you know what he thinks and how to be better.
Nick Sanchez, there in the 4th spot, second row outside. He's gotten better and better all night long.
And here we go.
Content for this win.
See Taylor Gray in a 17. Grant Enfinger.
Green flag.
Time is pretty good. It's green flag is in the air once again. Kyle Busch, Todd Majeski out front.
Good pushers back in row 2 for both those drivers.
Zane Smith, 3 wide back there in that red truck.
Corey Heim back there as well. And the 11 has yet to lead tonight.
Look at the run Grant Enfinger has.
Look on the outside. Look on the inside. They're 3 wide.
Look in the middle.
And hang on.
Time Majeski to the lead over Kyle Busch, just like that. Kyle goes from the lead.
Raja's all the way back to 8th right now. 3 wide.
And Corey Heim jumps to the outside of Kyle Busch to grab that 3rd spot.
Crossover to the outside for
Boop,
Sanchez.
boop, 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 boop.
You see that right arm struck back there about 5th position? What all he been through tonight? A lot. He's in the top 10.
How about Eckes? Started on the front row, slid back. Now he's back in the picture, still in 12th, but going in the right direction.
Bottom of 3 wide. Tanner Gray, the 15 in the middle. There's Matt Crampton, the 88 that's going to prevail on the outside. There's Lane Riggs, the yellow number 38. He had a huge closing rate on them as Raja moves around Kyle Busch on the outside to take over 4th.
Been watching that battle all night long. Our pole sitter Raja Caruth back there in the mix, running 4th right now. Meanwhile, Taylor Gray side by side with Kyle Busch back in the 5th spot.
Ooh, there was a hole there for a moment, and Corey Heim took it. I think Raja was going to have momentum if Corey hadn't jumped out in front of him. I think Raja would have may have moved by on the outside.
They're high, Nick. They're high. Get the momentum going. It's too late to pull out. There's a small one coming at you.
Oh, 42's on the wall.
Looks like he may have gotten into the wall. That's
No caution. Matt Mills.
Look at this run by Raja down on the bottom.
Watch him fight that wheel. You see his hands through the windshield.
How fun is this? These two were teammates at Rev Racing in the ARCA series. Now they're competitors. They're kind of
quasi-teammates.
Yes, Rev Racing has an alliance with Spire Motorsports, but these two know what to expect from one another. Raced against each other a long time. Now they're up here battling in the truck series, running 2nd and 3rd right now. As Nick Sanchez to the inside, can he lead here for the first time tonight? Washes up just a little bit. Majeski on the outside. Look at this battle side by side.
So Majeski keep that left front fender right against the quarter panel for Sanchez to pull him back. How about Raja going to make it 3 wide?
Wow. These guys just know one speed. Wide open. Let's send it.
Michael, I love the body language. He's standing up right now. He's loving this.
This is great racing.
Corey Young says, let me get a sniff. And wait, just wait. The 7's not done yet. He tried to make a move, tried to close on the 17. Didn't work. So Nick Sanchez leading for the first time here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway tonight.
We talked about Majeski having the best truck here, won both stages. But Sanchez, they've been able to work on that truck.
We also talked about Sanchez being better all night long, and here he is pacing the field late.
Remember, he has Bono Mannion calling the shots this year for Sanchez. The winner's already at Daytona.
What a difference that makes. Talked to Nick Sanchez today. He said the difference knowing we have a win, we're locked into the playoffs, it can change the whole mindset in all of these races. I can go for the win, where I don't have to think about we need points, we need to think about this. He said it's completely different. It gives him so much confidence.
Yeah, it just opens up his playbook down there on pit road, being able to make those decisions and know that the win's already happened.
Look at this. Corey Heim. He wants a piece of Ty Majeski. Heim started deep in the field, 25th, has battled his way up. It looks like Majeski had a little wiggle, goes up the track a little bit. There's so much happening.
Yeah, I was going to say, our cameramen and women are just like, what are we doing now? What do you want me to show? There's racing everywhere. We're doing a great job covering it all, too.
And with the wind gusts, I mean, the steady cams, it's amazing. Watching the local news, you couldn't even focus. They were bouncing all over the place. Incredible camera work tonight by our crew. Happy to have you joining us.
I don't think we've heard the last of this truck either. Corey Heim, look at that. He's back to measure. It looks like Sanchez wiggly down on the bottom.
Here comes Bell.
And Lane Riggs. Whoa!
Is that a little wall kiss?
Might have been just a touch of a kiss. How about a battle for the lead? Corey Heim's going for it.
Where did he start, Phil?
Corey Heim to the lead. 25th to first for the first time tonight. New leader.
Corey Himes to the lead.
We talked about Sanchez, and Michael mentioned opening up the playbook with that win already locked in the playoffs. I was talking to crew chief for Corey Heim, Scott Zipadelli, today. He said, when we get that first win, then we can try some things. Right now, we have the same setup that ran so well here last year.
They were such a force last year. Corey Heim, I mean, the top 10s. Every race he runs practically finishes in the top 10. It's really been impressive. I love this view right here. You can see the intensity, the focus. on Corey Heim's eyes, and you see him looking up on his rearview mirror constantly, seeing where the competition is behind him.
What kind of run might be coming?
He's looking at Nick Sanchez behind him as he goes up the track. What a great view of this battle behind him.
What about Taylor Gray? He's joined that battle.
Is he going to go through the middle? Thought better of it.
Glad. I've just been impressed with what this young man's done here. Raja Caruth and Taylor Gray, they're showing us, Phil, that they have what it takes to win anywhere.
How about Raja Caruth? 3rd and an 8th in the first 2 races of the season. Gets his first career pole today. And he's been running up here in the top 10, top 5 most of the night.
Lost the nose there off turn 2.
And Ankrum pounced on him, had a good run going and made the pass.
How about Christopher Bell in the 1? Just a reminder, on that first pit stop, he had an interference call. Tire got out of the box. He had to start in the back of the field, and he has just raced his way up in the 9th spot right now.
This race is so fun. It's hard to handicap who our favorite is. Soon you think somebody like Majeski's got a hold on things. Here comes Corey Heim and takes over. And I think that 17 truck of Taylor Gray just keeps getting stronger and stronger.
And I think Gekas has made his truck better. Remember, he started on the front row, faded fairly quickly, and now that he's back up in the top 10. Looks like he's moving forward.
49 laps to go, guys. What do you think when it comes to pit stops?
I think we go as long as they can go. They last pitted on lap 63. We know the pit window is somewhere between 50 and 55. So I think they run to probably lap 110, 105, 100. And another battle for the lead.
Majeski takes
Ty Majeski back to the lead. This has been a great race.
Wiggling behind him in the 3rd spot.
You think he saw that battle for the lead and got excited and left his foot in a little bit? That thing got really loose.
I think one of the byproducts of the draft here is what we're seeing right here.
Timmy Hill to the garage.
Punches of such a big hole.
Yep.
That those guys running behind have the advantage.
So Timmy Hill looks to be out of this race.
They're able to catch up and make the moves.
Fascinating. We still talk about the draft. The first 2 races of the season, all about draft pack racing, and here we are. It's a factor here tonight. Let's get an update on Raja. Josh.
Yeah, for Raja Caruth, I talked to him earlier today, and he said the big thing he had to learn is just the ability of the equipment he's in this year. He said these trucks we're in are fast. Last year I had to do so much, trying to do more than I should have done. This year I need to trust the equipment and trust myself. As far as that truck right now, he said it's getting a little loose. You see him struggling to keep the spots as now he's battling side by side with Kyle Busch.
Thanks, Josh. Yes, Kyle Busch trying with all his might to get around that 71. They made a chassis adjustment on Kyle Busch's truck. The team's been good, but the truck just not up to where he wants it to be. Ty Majeski back out front. Corey Heim is there. Taylor Gray, Tyler Ankrum, and Nick Sanchez. 46 laps to go from Las Vegas.
Welcome.
Oh, Stuart Friesen looks like he has an issue. Looks like he has a flat tire. Stuart Friesen to pit road.
People could rise up against unchecked power.
That sucks. He was having a pretty good race.
Laser focused and determined to perform without excuses.
A place where we look to the future. I was determined to be out there and toast to our past.
A history of the world in 6 classes.
This is Fox Nation, where all of America's stories are told. Sign up and start streaming today.
This is the make or break moment. Not just for the day, but for the years to come. This is where
Yeah, Stuart Friesen was running really well and was running 12th at that restart, but he has a flat tire. He's in the garage, or not in the garage, on pit road. Yeah, Timmy Hill's in the garage right now. He's the only guy off the track.
Introducing the most powerful Tacoma ever. Shut the front door handle. Also known as the Seriously Wrong handle.
What is up with this Delta?
Whoa handle. And even the No Me Gusta handle. Standard on the all-new Toyota Tacoma.
We've invited Nascar Craftsman Truck Series drivers and their crew chiefs to get this 70% rounded bolt off of this box.
All right, we got a gear wrench one.
Open end, closed end, no luck. Does not look very successful.
No.
Got a new Craftsman.
Craftsman. Overdrive.
Hey.
And works like a charm.
There we go. That actually worked.
Brace for impact. It's Friday Night SmackDown on Fox. As the baddest superstars on the planet are unleashed in prime time. Listen to this place. All new Friday Night SmackDown, sponsored by Progressive at 8/7 Central on Fox. Virginia is for lovers of a return to racing under the bright lights. NASCAR weekend at Richmond Raceway. Get your tickets now at richmondraceway.com.
Welcome back to Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Happy you joined us. When we were in side-by-side, the 52 where Stuart Friesen got into the wall. Bill?
Yeah, let's take a look back. This is off turn number 2. You see him way back there. Looks like
Gonna lose the nose there, I believe, Phil.
Yeah, just so close to the other vehicle. Just slight impact with the outside wall, but it's going to cut down the right front tire.
And there goes the tire.
We're going to see the tire go down and then start sparking. Made an unscheduled pit stop. It won't be quite as bad if we go green and everybody else has to stop under green. But right now, he finds himself 2 laps down.
And the problem is, did they get the fender pulled back far enough? Because that obviously caused the tire to go flat. And they made a pretty quick pit stop, so hopefully they got it cleared.
Yeah, he was in his window, so he can make it the rest of the way. We know all these trucks still on the racetrack still have to come to pit road yet.
Great point. To 40, now 39 laps to go. Corey Heim continues to lead Taylor Gray. We've had 7 different leaders, 14 lead changes. Only 4 cautions tonight. It has been action-packed. Hopefully you're enjoying what you're seeing at home.
See Kyle Busch ran really low at 1 and 2. You know, he doesn't like exactly the way his truck is handling. I like this line he started taking recently. Well, he goes all the way to the bottom of his truck. He's been running like it's there. That's my point. But you got to look around. That's what this track's all about. I talked about it in the track description. The variable banking. There's boosts everywhere out here, and he's just trying to find one that he likes with his 7 truck.
Right now, Kyle's running in the 7th spot. The average age of the drivers in front of him, 22. Yeah. And that's because Tom Majeski's 29.
That's fun. That's what we talked about, you know, the front row. The average age 22.
The question was, who would prevail at the end of this thing? Will it be one of those younger guys like a Corey Heim or a Taylor Gray?
We felt like the conditions that these drivers were facing with a win would really give the advantage to the veterans. Well, we're almost all over that, aren't we?
Yeah, this is fun here with Taylor Gray competing for his running in the 2nd spot, contending for a win here late at Vegas.
Taylor Gray has been really impressive. I mean, he's fast. He's been fast in anything he races from the time he was 15 years old. But to get this opportunity with this team, a new crew chief, they really believe in him and his ability. And what's neat is he's racing against his older brother, Tanner Gray, in the 15, and Tanner raced straight line. He was an NHRA drag racing champion.
Right across the street. He raced right across the street here.
Decided he wanted to turn left, do a little road course action, and his brother Taylor just always wanted to race here in the Truck Series and maybe one day in the Cup Series.
Remember, he didn't race here last year because he wasn't 18 yet last year for this race.
So a lot of nuances, new things for this young driver, but you never know, running second the way he's ran tonight.
Battling all 4 trucks in the top 4 running together. Here goes Christopher Bell trying to make the move on Kyle Busch to grab that 7th spot.
Get one more caution, all that this number 1 truck of Bell's been through tonight. He could be a factor when we're talking about winning this race.
There's that line you were talking about, Kyle running up high.
Christopher Bell hasn't had a chance to flex his muscle. See what they have.
Remember, he's a teammate with Corey Heim and Taylor Gray. Certainly Tanner Gray as well.
There's that high line. So he's blowing up a little dust up there. Christopher Bell makes the move up to the 7th spot.
Okay, the race pace is still pretty darn fast for these leaders. They're about a second off the very fastest lap that they've been able to run this race.
Well, ThorSport battle. It's calmed down for pit roads. Things were a little hectic early on.
Listening in on Ben Rhodes' radio, and I'll have to paraphrase, but he says they're not handling very well.
Well done.
What about Daniel Dye? Pit road. Is this the start of the pit stops?
A little early. Yes, it is too. It's only 37 laps since he came down pit road.
I Amanda.
Prior to the last stop, Christian Eckes was complaining of the tightness of the truck. Well, after the last one, he said, hey, we made a swing in the right direction, but we still need more. Josh, what are you hearing?
As far as the 9 of Grant Enfinger, the whole problem all night has been the third turn. He says he's been getting killed there as he comes in to get fuel and right side tires.
That started the run to pit road, as you see Roger Caruth there.
It seemed early, but maybe they wanted to split this last stage in half. Josh?
Been a strong night for Rajah Caruth. He's led 17 laps as he comes in to make his final stop of the night, guys.
Green flag pit stops at Las Vegas. I know. Sometimes it gives people nightmares about getting on the pit road here. It's not an easy task.
Well, we saw in our short 20-minute practice several drivers taking advantage of that time to make the run to pit road. You can gain so much by getting on pit road faster than your competitors. Might get you that track position you need to go to victory lane.
See Kyle Busch in for service. Our leader Corey Himes still waiting his turn.
He could go another 10 laps fairly easily if he so chooses.
You see their last pit stop, how many laps ago. And I love this.
Here he comes.
Here he comes.
Corey Himes backs it down. Josh?
Strong night for Corey Hine. He may have started 25th, but he's now led 18 laps for his first win of the season. Said the balance of that truck is great right now as he's coming in for his final stop.
Tyler Ankrum has been in for his service, maybe just fuel. Mixed bag of strategies here.
I would think everybody would want tires. We see, we talked about Stuart Friesen hitting a little bit earlier. He's had some really fast lap times, even despite that contact on those fresher tires.
I think at least right side tires would be the call.
Ooh, that looks fast. I hope Taylor got down pit road speed. A little hot there when he came right on our TV screen here on the left.
Josh Taylor's up.
17 of Taylor Gray is in now for his final stop of the night. First race here at Vegas. Hoping he can turn that into a win, guys.
Happy that we got to see green flag pit stops in this race.
Talking about differing strategies, you see it here.
When was the last time we saw green flag pit stops in a truck race? You never do. Alcoholic, yeah, Jaden.
But he still has to pit.
And a pothead. What's worse?
Tanner Gray.
That's not even a question. Being an alcoholic's definitely worse.
Getting his service down on pit road. Be interested to see what kind of violations they have during this course of green flag stop.
Yeah.
Hey, Jamie, can you give them to us?
We're just hearing the 98 and the 2 speeding. Michael, you saw it coming in hot, trying to hit that commitment cone.
98 and the 2. Nick Sanchez and Ty Majeski. Jesus Christ.
Third at the time, the 2 was running 6th. A lot going on, Amanda.
So that pretty much ruins Ty Majeski's chance of winning.
This is where we hold Kyle Busch accountable on these pit stops. Christopher Bell's been telling the team that the track is really good in clear air, but it could be a little freer center out. 4 tires and the number 1.
15 Tanner Gray commitment line violation. So
Tanner Gray.
Here, the 77.
Commitment line violation.
Making his final pit stop.
We have to have a record number of lead changes. There's been so many different trucks that have faced this field,
Especially when the pit stop started.
Wallace Allen, something going on the right front of that truck. I just saw him throw the black flag on the 7 of Kyle Busch.
Remember, he was busted for a safety violation, Jamie just told us.
And he
Black
didn't.
flagging him, telling him he's got to come in.
There's the flagman giving it to him again.
Yeah, they won't give it to him too many times before they'll give him a black flag with a white cross on it, which means they're going to pick up the scorecard or stop the electronics.
I like how you said that, Phil. They used to pick up scorecard. They did, yeah. We've gone
Probably
electronic.
15 years ago or so, maybe 20.
We've gone digital, Phil.
How about this battle? This is going to be a battle for the lead right there between Taylor Gray and Rajah. Once everybody makes their pit
Kyle
stop,
Busch
Nathan
safety
Matthews
violation?
Right now it's holding against Kyle Busch does come to pit road to service.
I didn't even hear that. I just zoned out.
Kyle Busch, safety violation was the penalty, so he'll have to serve.
Well, that sucks.
Well,
Who's gonna win now? Jesus Christ. Is it gonna be Corey Heim?
You talked about Stuart Friesen being able to race his way back into contention.
No, Raja's in the lead. Or will be in the lead once everybody pits, it looks like.
Well, how about time?
Will it be Taylor Gray? I don't fucking know, dude.
Led the most laps tonight, 41. Stage 1, stage number 2. He's back there mired in 20th.
Well, because of that pit stop penalty.
He had a pit stop penalty. He was speeding. So was the 2. There's that battle right there. Both nabbed for speeding.
Right
trying
now,
to make their way up.
Racing for the 19th position right now.
They just went by Kyle Busch, who just went back out onto the racetrack.
We talked about how important that last stop would be, and it's been a couple people.
Yeah, it might be Taylor Gray.
Mason Massey, still waiting for him to pit with 23 laps to go here at Las Vegas.
You see Raja right now running second. He will be our leader.
Okay, it will be Raja who will take the lead.
Truthfully, Mason Massey pitted on lap number 7. He could actually run another 10 laps if he wanted to.
Why wouldn't he, huh? I'm taking a chance for a caution.
Yeah,
pacing this race.
I think Tripp Bruce is a crew chief. He knows what he's doing.
Well, if Kyle doesn't win, I want it to be Raja. And I kind of a little bit wanted Raja to win a little more than Kyle. Just because I don't really care about Kyle's truck wins.
Ruth is 13.5 seconds back behind the leader. Taylor Gray, Tyler Ankrum, Corey Heim back in the 5th spot with Bell behind him.
So I was talking to a lot of the crew chiefs. You know, Daytona, we didn't have any green flag pit stops. The guy said, we're not going to have any green flag pit stops in Atlanta. But we all said this racetrack, a lot of times it lends itself to green flag pit stops, and that's exactly what we've seen.
And then chaos ensues. I mean, we see all these a safety violation by Kyle Busch. It just shows the difficulty under green coming to pit road. Amanda.
Jamie, go back to the speeding violation of Nick Sanchez during that pit stop. He actually overshot his pit box. He had to be pushed back a little bit by the team. It's really a shame. Right before that stop, he had radioed over to the team that this truck is finally coming to me tonight.
Yeah, unfortunate set of circumstances as you see the leader Massey comes down pit road. That will cycle the lead to Raja Caruth, and this is where the battle heats up with 21 laps to go.
Yeah, right now, so many of these drivers desperately need a caution flag to catch back up. All the guys with the penalties, Majeski, Busch, Sanchez, they are out of contention unless we get a caution flag.
It is the Craftsman, 20 to go. Could it be his day? I mean, the only way to get better is to drive it into victory lane for the first time in his career.
Well, how about this week? HendrickCars.com announces they're going to pick up the entire season for him, and then he sits on the pole. Right now, over a 1 second lead on Taylor Gray. What he's thinking right now, no caution flags. Please, no caution flags.
And what about 20 other people are thinking, please have a caution flag.
Yeah.
We need a caution flag.
See Raja's crew chief, Chad Walter, veteran in the garage. What he's thinking right now. He's looking like he's emotionless, but imagine what's going on inside. Can we hang on for 19 more laps?
Last time by, Bill, Raja was the fastest truck on the track. Marginally, I mean barely, but it's still the fastest, and that's what he's looking for.
Michael, you asked how many different leaders now after that cycle? 10 different leaders tonight, 19 different lead changes.
We're closing in on records in both categories. Certainly Roger Caruth hopes that record doesn't get broken tonight. That means he leads it all the way to the finish.
And we saw Corey Heim leading when the pit stop started. He had a 22-second pit stop. And that's why he finds himself right now in 3rd spot, but only about a second and a half behind Raja Caruth with 18 laps to go.
And Raja Caruth had about a 16-second pit stop, so that gave him an advantage as well.
And you know, with traffic, a second can go away in 1 lap. You catch a truck at the wrong spot on the racetrack, lose the nose of your truck, that's gone.
See if Corey can make his white nose. I was hoping he could make his, for him, hoping he could get by on the outside and not spend a whole lot of time racing his teammate, Taylor Gray. But I love the fact that Taylor's not just going to pull over and let him go. He's running second right here.
It looks like Raja, though, is going to be just pulling away. I mean, this is going to be an amazing night if Raja Caruth can get his first win.
Don't forget me.
I feel like we've all just been rooting so hard for Raja, like, the past few years or so.
You see him get out of the throttle and the fire come out the exhaust pipes.
And here comes Ankrum.
What Ankrum say? Don't forget about me, guys. I'm watching you, making you make mistakes as he makes his way around Corey Heim.
Yeah, it's a hell of a driver.
Build the bow. That means get some momentum, clear the guy that you're trying to race against. Don't go in the corner side by side with them.
And every lap that they're running side by side here, Rajah Caruth is just pulling away.
Rajah's got a 1.8 second lead over Taylor Gray, and I wonder if it was Taylor Gray that Corey Heim was talking about.
Totally, 100%.
What about that move by Ingram? Up to second. He's strolling.
This truck has come to life, boys.
I picked him before the race to win it. I didn't think I made a very good pick, but I'm feeling better about that now.
You're looking pretty smart right now, Michael.
He's right there.
We thought the experience was going to be the way to go, too, in these conditions.
Well, it's hard to pick a guy who's never won a race, right? So how do you say?
Against Kyle Busch.
Right, exactly.
Last time by, Ingram was the fastest truck. So watch that 18. What a start to the season it's been.
Ingram's closing in a little bit. Remember, it was a 1.88 second
gap. You can see right there, Phil.
Love it.
It's what 1.5 seconds looks like. Just a reminder, Kyle Busch, on that last round of stops, they were green flags. He was penalized for safety infraction. I don't have it in front of me, a safety violation. So he had to come through.
And that was Sanchez that Rajah just was able to put a lap down. Remember, because of that penalty he had.
It's unfortunate. That was another strong truck tonight. A teammate, quasi-teammate to the leader, Rajah Caruth. I can't wait. I mean, no matter where Rajah ends up finishing, just want to hear what it was like for him tonight. To lead this number of laps, to be out in front of Kyle Busch, who he looks up to so much. He battled with him up front tonight. And to hold off a Christopher Bell who's charging through the field. Really impressive.
Rajah was a quarter of a second faster than Ingram that last lap. The lap before that was just the opposite. Ingram was a quarter of a second faster.
There was a lot of traffic these guys are dealing with here late in the race that could swing that margin one way or the other over lap. That's
We're
what
talking about good trucks too, Michael. Good trucks are getting lapped.
Amanda, what's Christopher Bell saying?
Of the three Cup drivers still in this race, Christopher Bell might have the best shot of it. He was radioing with his team, asking about lap times ahead of him. His team radioed back, don't worry, we're catching these guys, we're faster. The question remains, is there enough time?
I don't think so. I don't think there's enough time now. Yeah, definitely not. I mean, he's fastest, but not by too much. He would need at least 30 more laps.
Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Will it be Rajah Caruth's night? Will it be Tyler Ingram's night?
Look who that is in front of Rajah, our leader. That is a 7 of Kyle Busch. After that penalty, is Rajah going to be able to put him a lap down? He is. How many times do you think Kyle Busch has been lapped? Regardless of the situation in a Truck Series race.
I know that's Kyle's student that's put him a lap down, and I know how proud Kyle must be of that, even though he's mad as heck right now because his race didn't go the way.
Yeah, let's go Rajah at this point.
Rajah waved his hand at Kyle.
Like I said, if Kyle didn't win tonight, I wanted it to be Rajah. But again, a little part of me kind of wanted Rajah to win a little more than Kyle Busch.
Clean racetrack. I think he has the
just because I don't really care about Kyle's truck wins, you know?
Has gone through.
There's the 18 radio.
I want you to keep it basic.
Oh.
Keep that in your mind. Keep it basic the rest of the race. Nothing cute. You don't need anything cute.
Don't be cute, but he almost lost it right there. Got extremely loose.
Yeah, Corey Heim pulled up right behind him and took a little air off that rear spoiler.
Isn't that great, Phil? You go down to one corner and almost spin out. What you got to do, you got to go down to the next corner and try to.
Do we get a caution? I don't think so.
And he does just that.
I think Rajah's going to pull away to the win.
Will Heim have enough time to get around him and make a charge at the front?
Are you asking if it's going to be high time, Jamie?
I'm wondering. But I have a feeling everything is aligned and it may be Rajah's night.
Rajah time.
Rajah time. We need to come up with something to do.
Rajah's pretty shape right now. As long as we don't see a caution flag, then all bets are off.
How about Spire Motorsports for a second, where they've come from and what they're doing this year? 4 full-time trucks, 3 cup teams, all under the same roof, Kyle Busch Motorsports, and what they're doing already. We're talking about them week in and week out.
Yeah, the sister team, the Rev Racing, won Daytona, and then Proud comes back and Spire and wins at Atlanta. And here Raja is leading the race by almost 2 seconds with just a handful of laps to go.
Another Proud driver down there watching this race, and that's Bubba Wallace. He and Raja had a lot of conversations about what it's like to go up here and try to win one of these races, and I know he's proud of him right now.
Bubba was really successful in the truck series. He's a mentor to Raja Carew. Bubba and all the Cup guys will be on track tomorrow for a little practice, a little qualifying. That's coming up at 2 Eastern on FS1.
That's the 66 of Connor Jones that's going a lap down. He's having a solid run up in the top 15.
That lead has shrunk though, Phil. Another 2/10 off of it last time by. Ingram's got it down under two seconds. After that big slide, no telling where he would be.
Raja Carew, 34 laps led tonight so far and continues to lead. He has a 2.5 lead over Tyler Ankrum.
Ankrum takes another 2/10 off of it. Only 3 to go though.
Well, this has been an exciting night. A lot of great racing.
Yeah, that's been a really great race.
It's had a little bit of everything.
Forgot that these truckers know how to put on a good show. You know? Because usually it's a pretty bad race.
And Ankrum, orange and blue truck right there.
Or at least recently. But yeah.
Raja was featured on race day, sat down with Caitlin.
Ankrum is catching him a little bit, but it's not going to be enough.
He ran track.
I mean, he's actually caught him a lot, but it's not going to be enough. We're coming to the white flag. It's going to be awesome.
Raja Carew.
White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go for Raja Carew.
That's a great feeling when you got control of the race, isn't it, Phil? When you see that white flag, you know, if there's a caution now, so be it.
Next flag's going to end it.
21-year-old out of Washington, D.C.
Just a great spirit, such a good kid. This is awesome.
His 30th truck start came up from the Arkham Menard series.
And Raja Carew is going to win at Las Vegas.
There it is. Raja Carew wins it at Las Vegas. First career win. Gets it done.
It's Carew time, baby.
He didn't just step into that.
No.
He had an amazing run
Got
tonight.
on the pole, led a bunch of laps, executed on the last pit stop, got on and off pit road properly. His team came through with a great stop.
You know, remember, this driver got his start just like William Byron, iRacing.
Faded back a little bit, got a little outside the top 5, never gave up, stayed in the hunt. The team got the job done on pit road. 7th driver to score his first career win right here in Las Vegas.
We've been talking about a first-time winner coming really soon.
Yes. And there's so many more that are going to do the same thing, I believe.
Mr. H happy decided to sign on for all 23 races, yeah.
Career prior to tonight, starting on pole 38 laps. For the first time, he gets to burn him down in the infield in Las Vegas.
This is amazing.
We can celebrate in Las Vegas.
Yes, he can. What a cool place to get your
Carew might be my truck guy now, honestly. I really think he is. I think, like, when Kyle's not racing, I think it might be Carew.
That's a block
The cameraman is running to the scene of this victory.
He parks it on the start-finish line. Checkered flag awaits. You hear the fans so pumped.
Well, there's nothing like that first. Unbelievable.
There's nothing like interviewing a first-time winner. The emotion. They're a little excited, and for good reason.
Roger says, help me out.
I love that his hood, or the back of his car just says Caputh. Because, like, the sticker got, like, knocked off. It just says Caputh.
Victorious for the first time. This Craftsman Truck Series.
First of many, they say.
That
I
gives me
agree.
chills.
It does me too. What a touching moment.
Josh Sims is there.
For Rajah Caruth as he celebrates with his father after his first career victory.
That is amazing.
It was certainly an emotional moment, as you can see. Hugs his good friend Brad Perez as well. Rajah, we talked
First of many.
earlier, and I was explaining to you the start of the season you had put together, and you said, I don't want to talk about that. Talk to me after I get that win out here tonight. Talk to me about the emotions you're feeling right now.
Yeah, man, it's surreal. I thank you so much to HenryCars.com and Mr. H for putting me in this thing all year, along with the men and women at Spire, man. They've had a lot of work this winter, and the decal shop's been working very hard too. So glad to get the win for Team Chevy. Can't thank my family enough. You know, so many people have helped me get to this point, and I can't believe it.
Walk me through the night. I mean, you didn't just go out there. You went out there and dominated a little bit, especially in the field with guys like Kyle Busch in the field, Christopher Bell as well. What was working for you tonight?
I just stayed cool. You know, we lost track position at a little portion of the race, and just stayed in the game. And it was just one step, one punch, one round at a time. And my guys had me a great stop, and we just executed. So there's more to come for sure.
Rajah Caruth, your winner in Vegas.
I mean, that kid's got talent. I'm not like, seriously, that kid's got fucking talent. Last year he had a lot of issues, like he had a lot of like crashes, but like he was even good for parts of last year. Like,
Think about your execution tonight.
he's fucking good. He's gonna be someone that we're gonna have to be worried about for years to come.
Race there pretty good, and some got, had bad pit stop. That second stage, and just got behind, got way too tight. But Victor made the right adjustments, had really quick stops, no mistakes on green flag pit road. Pretty flawless all night long. So I'm happy for Elena getting second place at Vegas. I can finally say I got Vegas figured out, and I can run good here. Congratulations to Rajah. He's a fantastic. His crew chief Chad Walters, fantastic crew chief. So happy for them. Wish we would have been able to do it, but I think our time's coming.
The only big concern down here was how his hair looked and the win.
Great run for Tyler Ingram. We've talked about him so much. I feel like a lot more is coming, and his win perhaps is coming soon. Rajah Caruth, though, the night belonged to him. First career pole, first career win in the same day. More to come from Las Vegas. Stay with us.
Alrighty, fuckers. That is where I'm going to end this. This is a very short stream. Well, not too short. It was 2 hours. But that's shorter than usual. But yeah. I'm going to end this. This was fun. I want to thank you guys for watching, and peace out.